Alright my friends, so today we are going to try to predict what we are going to get in the Legends Festival 2024 for part 1, part 2 and part 3, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it, and without any further ado, let's just get started. So first of all, I think that we are going to get 3 parts. I think that this is just the formula that they are going to go with from now on, because apparently it is the best formula for them money-wise, and I think that this is what every single game cares about. It's just how much money it makes, especially during the massive celebrations, like whether it is basically the anniversary, which is always a massive celebration for every single game, or whatever other massive celebrations the game would have, for example the Legends Festival for Dragon Ball Legends. Now for part 1, I think that there are 2 different scenarios that we could see. The first scenario is basically if we get an Ultra character, which is less likely, but it is possible nowadays. And the other scenario is if we get basically 2 Legends Limited characters. I don't think that there is any possibility that we would get 1 Legends Limited character. It's impossible in my opinion. But this is just my opinion. As I said before, let me know your opinion in the comments section below. So if we do get an Ultra character, who could it be? I think that the character that would fit perfectly to start the Legends Festival 2024, be as hype as possible, bring as many players as possible to the game, and bring as much money as possible to the game, would be none other than Ultra Instinct Goku. The Ultra Instinct one, not the Sign one, because we already have the Sign one. I think that Ultra Instinct Goku would be a perfect character to start with, especially as an Ultra character. He would be insane. He would bring so many players to the game, he would bring so much money to the game. I feel like it's just a perfect start. It would be extremely hype as well, and everybody would be very hyped about him, so I think that this would be just a W for everything. Monetize wise, player wise, hype wise, everything would be just perfect. So I think that this would be a perfect scenario. But as I said before, this is the less likely scenario, because the more likely scenario is just what we have been getting every time, which is 2 Legends Limited characters first, 2 Legends Limited characters second, and then 1 Ultra character to finish the celebration with. So if we do get 2 Legends Limited characters for part 1, what could these characters be? Well, I think that one of the characters could be basically an Ultra Instinct Goku again, but this time it would be basically Ultra Instinct Sign Goku transforming into Ultra Instinct Goku, which would be absolutely phenomenal. It would be hype, and it would be perfect to start the Legends Festival with. Another character could be basically a Beast Gohan together with Orange Piccolo. I think that this character would fit so perfectly, would be hype, would bring many people, and would bring a lot of money to the game as well. So I think that these 2 picks would be perfect. Now, I think that if they go with both of them together, it would be just an overkill, but they already did an overkill for the 6th anniversary, so it wouldn't surprise me if they go with them together. But if they go with one of them, and they don't go with the other one, who could be the other character? Well, I think that one of the characters that they could go with is basically a Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We are, like, come on, we have literally every single hype character from Dragon Ball GT except Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Why? Why? We have Goku. We have Goku and Vegeta together. We have Gogeta, we have Omega Shenron, we have Baby, we have Kid Goku, we have Super 17. Why don't we have Vegeta yet? So I think that this would be a perfect choice for them actually to choose, to go with the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, especially if they don't want to go with an Ultra GT character, which is also a possibility that we are going to talk about later. So I think that they could go either with a transforming or transforming Ultra Instinct Sign Goku into Ultra Instinct Goku, and basically Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, or with one of these together with a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, this is part 1. What could we see for part 2? Part 2 usually is the less high period between the first part and the third part. The second part is usually basically just the middle ground where they just lower a little bit the bar of the hype and then they go up to the sky. So this time I don't think that they are going to go with something as hype as Ultra Instinct Goku or Beast Gohan or something like that. So maybe they could go basically with something like, for example, if we go to the future saga, they could go with maybe a Rose and Zamasu tag character who fuse into merged Zamasu. I don't know, there are so many people who are hyped up for basically merged Zamasu, and I think that he is definitely a hype character. And that's why I am putting him as basically a possibility for the Legends Festival, because obviously they aren't going to go with any character that isn't hype for the Legends Festival, even if it is for part 2. However, I feel like I see more people who aren't actually that hyped for him than the people who are. That's just what I see. If you think differently, I would love to hear that in the comments, but I think that there are actually less people who are hyped for him than there are who aren't hyped for him. So that's why I think that they could go with him for part 2, and then the other character could be literally any other character, because I think that these two with a synchro gauge that basically fused them into merged Zamasu as a legendary finish character is more than enough to meet the bar for the second part. Then they could go with any other character they want basically for the second part, and that would fit perfectly. So that brings us basically for part 3 of the Legends Festival 2024. And in my opinion, this is a guaranteed Ultra character, regardless of whether we get an Ultra character for part 1 or 2 Legends limited characters for part 1. I think that part 3 is guaranteed to be an Ultra character. So either we are going to get 2 Ultra characters during this celebration, or 1 Ultra character as we usually get. So the third part is going to be an Ultra character for the Christmas celebration, and I think that depending on what we get for part 1, that is going to definitely change what part 3 is going to be. So once again, if we don't get an Ultra Instinct Goku for part 1, I think they are saving him for the Ultra for part 3. However, if we do get him for part 1, and whether he is basically a Legends Limited or an Ultra, that means he isn't going to show up for part 3. Which means that part 3 is left for, in my opinion, only one other character. And that other character is none other than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but the full power one. I feel like so many people are asking for the regular Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and don't misunderstand me, he is an extremely hype character. But I want to see the full power one. That aura, even though it's so minimalistic and it's so basic, on him, that aura is just a chef kiss. It's just so gorgeous, I love it. And that's why I want to see that full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku as an Ultra character. Now if they go with the regular Super Saiyan 4, that is perfect as well, as long as it is a GT character. You know me, I am going to be very hyped for it. I am hoping that if we do get an Ultra Instinct Goku for part 1, that pretty much means that we are going to get a Super Saiyan 4 Goku for the Ultra character for part 3. Now, if it's not an Ultra Instinct Goku and it's not Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I think that the only other choice that they could go with for the Legends Festival is going to be Beast Gohan. I don't think that there is any other thing that they could go with. I think that Beast Gohan is the only other choice they could go with. So for part 3, I think that it's going to be basically either Beast Gohan, Ultra Instinct Goku, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And I think that the two characters that has the highest chance are Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And since I have a feeling that we are going to get Ultra Instinct Goku for part 1 already, so I think that the Ultra character is most likely going to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's my opinion. So for part 1, to recap it a little bit, for part 1 I think that we are going to get Legends Limited or Ultra Instinct Goku. And depending on what we get him as, if he is an Ultra, he is going to be alone, obviously. If he is a Legends Limited though, there is a possibility that we could get another Legends Limited character with him, and that Legends Limited character could be either a Tag Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, or maybe a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now for the second part, as I said before, since it is a lower bar, I think that the perfect choice would be basically a merged Zamasu, basically having Goku Black and Zamasu with a synchro gauge that allow them to fuse into merged Zamasu, and then together with them another Legends Limited character that is hype but not really that extremely hype. As you saw for the 6th anniversary, the two characters that we got for part 2, the Super Saiyan God Goku was a character that we have been asking for, but they really didn't go that much on the animations, to be honest. They just basically capitalized on the fact that he is a Super Saiyan God Goku that we have been asking for. They literally didn't even give him the most important part of his animations, which is basically the Super Saiyan transformation. So I think that they saved actually that for later on. That is definitely what they are trying to do. And then they gave us together with him Ultimate Gohan. Like, come on. Ultimate Gohan? Seriously? So you can see that for the second part they really don't give that much of a damn about it. They just keep the bar low. They do keep it on a level that is hype, but it's not even close to the hype level that they have for part 1 and part 3. And for part 3, as I said before, I think that the only 3 choices that they could go with are Beast Gohan, Ultra Instinct Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And I think that the highest chance goes for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, since I think that Ultra Instinct Goku is coming for part 1 most likely. So this is my opinion about it. I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And until next time, see you as always in the next video.